Jessie B. Scrapbook came back with another uh, process video. This one is for 30 days of sketches, and this is for day 28. I'm actually doing this one really early just because I seen it and I loved it and I wanted to do it. So anyway, this is for day 28, and here is the sketch. It is by Sarah Scraps, and it is just so pretty. I just absolutely love it. So let's get going. I forgot to mention these pictures are of my daughter when she graduated college a year ago, and this was the college she attended. So we got a picture of her with the big college in the background, and then just her on the close-up sign. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing I did was pick out a stamp that I want to use for my flowers. It's a nice big stamp, and it actually is one of those stamps that is you can have the background. It's a layered stamp. That's what it is. But I'm not using the layered part. I'm just using the detailed part of it that goes over top. And I'm going to use the biggest flower in 2 different spots, and then these will just peek out from behind the layout, just like in Sarah's sketch. And then I will put, after I get this one all cleaned up, I will grab the smaller, it's not a lot smaller, it's just a tiny bit smaller, and it has a little bit different shape. And so I'm going to put that at the bottom here, and then butt it up right against the other 2 flowers so they don't overlap, but they look like they're a small bouquet. So I'm getting those down, and then I'll come in with some leaves and scatter some leaves around each of the little clusters. I'm using my stamp cleaner each time on my stamps, and usually I cut that out, but this time I just left it in. So, and it's just I don't even know what it is. It's just a stamp cleaner that someone gave me, so it works really good. Okay, so I'm getting these are little like double leaves, and I'm getting them stamped out. And then I will go and grab the single leaf as well. And I really, really like this stamp set. I can't remember if I got it from Amazon or another website. But I'm thinking this one was Amazon. Yeah, don't quote me on that. But I really do like it. It's a great little stamp. It stamps beautifully, and it's a good size. So there we go. And then I will come in. Oh, I'm going to finish. This is kind of funny. I stamp this down here, 2 little leaves, and then I cover them up and you never see them. But yeah, that's okay. So I'll get all that cleaned up. I'm just using just some regular black ink from I picked up at Staples in the office supply. And then I'm going to come in with some strips of paper. I'm going to start off with this white paper with blue polka dots. The color of the school colors for my daughter's school was blue, like a really nice bright royal blue. So I'm going to try to use that as much as I can in the different photos or layouts in her album that I'm making her. And this will be a 12 by 12 album, and I'll have just a whole bunch of pictures of that day and leading up to actually that day. And so, yeah, we took a lot of pictures because there was my phone, my husband's phone, my son's phone, and my mother-in-law's phone. And I think even my daughter took a couple pictures, so we have lots of pictures of that day. I made this royal blue, and this polka dot blue is from a very old, I think it's might have been a Memories Keeper paper pad, but I just love it. This blue is just perfect. So I'm going to use stripes on the top and bottom of the layout, and I'm also going to back the pictures with the blue, but I also want a matte of white right against the pictures, just so it pops off that blue. And I think it works pretty good here. And I'll get that. But see how that blue just matches perfectly with that sign out front of the school? So get it done, and I'll lay it down where I think it's going to be. And I have 2 1/2-inch strips at the bottom and 2 1-inch strips at the top. And then I decided that the sketch, I looked at the sketch again and realized that she had like some mixed media kind of over top of the flowers on each side. So I grabbed this really light blue, and I'm doing an extremely light rub on over top. It does turn the flowers just this a really pretty pale blue, but it's not distracting at all, and I like the way it looks. It's a little darker, I think, in person because it doesn't have the lights washing it out, but yeah, I like it. So then I decided I needed, in the sketch on the right hand side, the flower cluster looks like it goes over top of the pictures. So I decided to cut or stamp out and cut out another flower and a couple leaves, just so that it gives that same effect as in the sketch. So I got those down. I'm going to finally commit to my stripes here at the top, and I'm just pulling that down just about a 1/4 inch, and then so there's not a whole lot of that blue that shows, but there's enough. And then I decided to rip that white polka dot paper, and I like the way that looks. And so I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom here. And then instead of ripping this tiny little bitty piece, I'm just going to distress one end with my fingernail. And it kind of gives you that same effect as the ripping. And so I'll get that down. And then I am going to put this little leaf right over top of the banners, like it is, that little leaf, instead of being behind, is in front. And then I remembered I didn't glue down my picture yet, so I gotta glue the picture down. And I'm bringing in my quilting square to make sure I am staying pretty much square. Got it all down. I'm really liking that. And now I'm going to pop up this butterfly. There's no butterflies. This flower on the picture. Cut that little bit that was hanging off. I thought about putting it up here. I actually ended up moving it. But and then put the flower down on the other cluster. Give it a little bit of a color on that one leaf. And then I thought I was going to bring in these little tiny rhinestones. They're in blue, they're really beautiful, and I was going to use them instead of splattering paint. And I do, but I remembered I wanted to bring in one of my sticker books as well. This one has a lot of words like celebrate and things like that. And so the first thing I do is grab a banner, and that banner says today is the day. And then I grabbed 2 little asterisks that are in the same color, and just to bring that color into the 2 other clusters. And then I grab, I think, a black banner. Yeah, one of these. And it says "Seize this day." And I'm just going to overlap it with that other banner just a little bit, and the picture. And then I am going to grab a couple little word phrases. So this one here says "celebrate." I'm going to put it up at the top. And then the other ones, it takes me a while to go through this little book and find them all. But I finally end up settling on this one here says "Let's go." And I put it in the cluster like it's going around that little flower. The bottom one says "Adventures." And then this other one on the right side says "Explore." And I figured those were all good sayings for a graduation. And then I'm going to come in with these little rhinestones. These, like I said, are in pale blue. Actually, there's 2 different color blues mixed together, and I'm just using whichever one I happen to grab, so both blues. And I'm putting about 12 or so in each cluster. I just want it to look splattered and sparkly and pretty. And then I'll come back in with clear ones, and I put about 5 in each cluster just to give it 3 different colors in each one, because I have the dark blue, the light blue, and now the clear. And then after I turn off the camera and take pictures, I seen there was I somehow put a ink spot, and it was very distracting. So I grabbed out another little flower stamp that was in that same flower stamp set, and it has like 3 little stamps on it, and so they're like 3 little flowers. And so I just scattered them around, put about 2 or 3 in each cluster just randomly, and then retook the pictures. And then I liked it a lot better because I was able to camouflage that little mistake. So I retook the pictures, and so that you can see what I did, because I did that off camera. But there it is, all done. Now you can see those little flowers that I put on there. I really like how they look. So thank you so much for watching. Please go and check out the playlist down below and see everybody that is participating with 30 Days of Sketches. And if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye!